Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I'm Amy and I post 3 videos a week and sometimes a vlog. I'm trying. I post a lot of 3-day foundation wear test, full face first impressions, things like that. If that sounds like your kind of content, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on mine. Today's video, we are going to do a chit chat, get ready with me, using some new, some old, some things that I've used in a first impression and I haven't really tried since then. So yeah, if you would like to see me create this look while chatting about childhood trauma, then just keep watching. I do already have the Beauty Blender Bounce foundation on because today I'm doing a 3-day foundation wear test on it. So if that's already up, I will link it here. I'm gonna try to be chit chatty while I get ready. But guys, I'm really bad at this. I'm really bad at like not talking about the products I'm using. I haven't used this a lot since I got it and everybody really loves it and I just really didn't think that much of it, so let me try again. Okay. I don't know. What can I chat about today? What can I chat about? I could talk about how I hate my job. I could talk about how I'm not really upset about the pandemic. Well, okay, hold on. I am upset about the pandemic and it's like global implications and how it has kind of agitated the world. Anyways, but I'm not really upset about like working from home and staying home all the time because that's my jam. But you know, to each their own, I guess. Today I'm going to use the Milani one though. This is kind of newer to my collection. I've only used it a handful of times. But anyways, talking about things, guys. Yeah, I'm like a real homebody and I am not afraid to say no, like to my friends. They know that they'll ask me to go places and stuff, but I just like don't. I say no a lot. I wasn't always like this. I used to, like, I think about things that I used to do, like go to clubs and walk around and hand out CDs for my friend's band and things like that. And I'm like, I would never do that now. I would never do that now. So, I mean, like, I'm glad I did it in my early 20s, but that time is over, you know? But I'm so much of a homebody now. I just, things that I, like, dream about, like, even when I dream about, like, vacationing, I'm thinking, like, I would sit in the hotel and it would be great. You know, like, I would go to the beach and just lay on the beach all day. I wouldn't want to like go rock climbing or all of the things. Like I would like as an idea like do that, but like generally when I think about like dream vacation, what am I doing? It's gonna be like chilling, you know, maybe trying some new food from a different culture or, you know, things like that. But I overall don't like new people, new places, things. I like to be able to picture something exactly as it is and know what to expect before I go in. Like, I don't like to open a door if I don't know what's on the other side of it. Are you guys like that? Probably not. I don't think that I'm like anxious of a human, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna take this. My old manager would always be like, you know, for your development plan, we're gonna put in there that you're going to oversee a meeting or do like a lunch and learn with a group of people or something like that to try to help get me out of my shell and get me more comfortable talking to people. And I'm like, keep doing this and I'm gonna quit. This is not what I want to do. I don't care if you think that's a thing that I need to work on. That's not what I want to do. I want to work at my desk, behind the screen, deal with no people in person at all, ever, okay? And I'm good at that. I'm really good at customer service, like behind the scenes. I'm really good at project management behind the scenes. I don't want to have like in face or even on the phone meetings and calls with people. So just because you think that's like a place I could grow, let's not focus on that because I don't want to. That's also a thing that like right before the panty started, I was doing like my business, the company I work for did like a partnership with Talkspace. Is that what it is? Talkspace? And so I signed up and I was like, you know, like there's a lot of trauma in here. So let's try it. And the first person I talked to was this very nice old lady. And she was so not my vibe at all. She was very much like, come up with a mantra and breathe through that mantra every day, which is like, it's a fine idea. Like I could see that if like I had self-confidence issues, looking in the mirror and telling yourself that you are hot, that you are beautiful, that you deserve everything in the world. Like I wholeheartedly believe in that, because the only reason I have the confidence I do is because I've told myself you are cool every day since like 5th grade. Okay? But when I'm talking about like the trauma between me and my mother, breathing through my mouth is not going to help me. Okay? Whatever your name was, Brenda or something. And I'm going to use the Khaki Haze palette from Huda Beauty because I purchased it and I haven't gotten to use it yet. I have swatched it a couple times though. But, so the first person was very much like, oh, I'm so sorry for you. How does that make you feel? Let's try breathing. Let's try, and then I also told her about like the anxieties, like social anxieties or whatever. And she was like, you know, well, let's try every day just talking to a new person. And I'm like, no, how can I convince people I don't need to talk to people? That's what I want to know. I don't want to learn how to change who I am. I want to learn how to find a way to live the way I am. But, so she didn't work out. And I started talking to this guy. And I kind of liked him better from the get-go because since you know their names, you can like look them up. And when I looked her up, she had like a Facebook that was all like reposts of those like flag images with like God quotes on them and things like that. And I was like, this isn't gonna work. But he had more like, you know, he had kids and he had a wife, and he, in his like description, because they tell you like what they are versed in or what they specialize in. So his was like cognitive behavioral therapy, and what is it name? What that guy's name? Jung, you know, the personalities guy. And it mentioned that, and I was like, so I texted this dude, like basically, and saying like, I'm an INTJ, I want to stay an INTJ, let's learn how to live as an INTJ. And I did like him better, but then as the pandemic happened, it was like so much harder to I really felt like I don't want to be a burden to him. And I know that so many other people are going through so much more than me. And I know that, like, I shouldn't think like that. But that's how I felt. I've definitely felt like, you know, there is an actual present day issue pressing now. And I don't think I should go focus on my trauma or waste his time on my trauma and stuff like that. Which is not a way to think, you know, like, you shouldn't do that. I did, but don't, you know, do as I say, not as I do, right? But yeah, so I talked to him for a little bit, and, you know, I liked him. I don't think I had any, like, real revelations during the time. I think the closest thing to a revelation that we had, which was not a revelation at all because I did not do it, was like I tried to talk about my like spending issues because I'm a very impulsive shopper. And he basically was like, do something else that's going to give you that same adrenaline as what checking out of a cart does. So go for a walk, you know, whatever, all this other stuff. And I'm like, I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to be like, oh, should I check out at Sephora or should I go for a walk? I'm not going to do that. But I did see someone on like Twitter or something like that say that when they are going to like impulse shop, instead of spending that money on something that they want, like, you know, makeup or clothes or shoes or whatever, they have been taking that same money and putting it against like bills or credit card payments or anything like that, because you're kind of retraining the brain to think like this isn't going to be like a fun thing that I'm spending my money on, that I get to, you know, it's like if I'm going to spend money, I'm going to spend it smartly, wisely, and I'm going to spend it on things that need it, which in the long term will help me, but also your brain won't get as much excitement and joy from shopping, so shopping stops being that thing. But I just don't know what my body would go to if I stopped having shopping as the thing, you know? I don't know. So I guess this is actually all coming up because I'm filming this, and guys, I pre-film a lot because I batch film. So I don't know when you're gonna actually see this video, but it is Mother's Day weekend right now, and I think that's kind of why all this is coming up. Before we go into the next deepest shade, let's swatch these metallics and maybe figure out what metallic we're gonna use. But I think all of this is coming up because it's Mother's Day weekend, and I hate my mother. Sorry to all you moms out there. Please do not comment about how you only get one mother, or I'm sorry if your mother has died. I don't care. Like, I care for you, but like, that does not affect me. You know what I mean? It does not make me want to enjoy my mother while she's alive. Here are those. Hold on. Get up there. There. Here are those metallics. You get this nice coppery one, this beautiful like mossy green one, this topper which has like, I think like a gold, I don't think you can really see it, and then this is kind of a green gold. I think I'm gonna go kind of in the green direction, so I'm gonna go into the middle shade here. But yeah, I don't like my mother, and the fact that Mother's Day is approaching, I'm getting so many like emails and texts and ads and everything for it, and it's just like really frustrating. Super frustrating. So if you do not have a good relationship with your mother, I am there with you. Yeah. And I'm also have like, you know, that issue where like nobody listened to you as a child, so when people listen to you as an adult, you kind of word vomit. So I'm not gonna do that to you guys. But if you would like to hear about it, let me know and I can do more videos. Actually, my thesis in college was called Mother Issues, and you know, maybe I could do a series here called Mother Issues, and all of us with mother issues could share our stories and, you know, feel the comfort in not being alone, because I do know from personal experience that when you mention that you don't like your mother, people come out of the woodwork to tell you how they miss their mother and how, you know, they are a mother and, you know, that would be so awful for them and blah, blah, blah. And it's not about you, baby. This is my life. These are my feelings. It's true to me. I am not going to fake it for you. But yeah, if you are in my shoes and you want to chat, let me know and I might do that. I don't know. I don't might have daddy issues also. My parents got divorced when I was 8. But my dad has always been good to me, even though he's like not around. So I don't have like a bad or negative connotation with him because I grew up with my mom more, you know, which, I mean, moms get a bad rap, right? Like, you are responsible for more and therefore you can F up more, right? So I don't want to give him like an out because he's a man, because this is the man haters club. But I don't know. I don't have as many trauma memories, I guess. I don't know. Or anything like that. I don't have as much that kind of a feeling when I think about my father as I do when I think about my mother. I kind of want to do a video also on like my makeup journey, because I'm not one of those people that, you know, got into makeup because I used my mom's makeup when I was little and we did makeup together. Not a thing. I got into makeup because I was in a bad relationship and I needed an out, you know? But I'm going to take that green shade. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I'm going to kind of press it so I can get the majority of the, like, what's going to fall out probably. It's pretty dark. Pretty dark. I'm going to go ahead and go, like, all the way to the edge here. I don't remember what I just said. I literally just said something. Oh, I was talking about when I got into makeup. Yeah. So I needed kind of like an escape, a little place, a little me time. And it has really become, obviously, a really big part of my life. It is so much of my me time is now surrounded by makeup because I'm researching products to buy and thinking of videos that I could do and editing makeup videos and all of that. And I'm in a really, really good relationship now. So yeah, healthy relationships where you have your own hobbies and likes, you know. Let's see, I think I will take the lighter shade here. I'm gonna wipe off my finger and kind of build it into the inner third. Let's take the same finger because I'm just human. Whoa. Holy moly. That one is bright. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but that one is super bright. So I'm kind of blending it over. This is a really intense look for a random Friday, but sure. Okay, let's see. Let's take this down. See what we're working with. How do we feel? How do we feel? I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, let's do a lip. I have 3 lip glosses. I did 2 lip gloss videos, one high-end and one drugstore of like my top 5 lip glosses. On that video, someone commented very kindly and said, oh my gosh, you need to try the Revlon lip glosses. And so I went and bought 3. Even though clearly don't need any more gloss. I got a clear one, which we're not going to use today because it's just clear. I assume it's just, you know, good old clear. And then I got these 2. They are a very similar shade. One just has shimmer and one is just a cream. So here they are. The shimmery one is called Lean In and the other one is Super Natural. And I'll give you a swatch. Lean In and Super Natural. So I think we're gonna go Super Natural today because we do have this like warm dark eye and I just feel like this almost like neutral situation will look really cute. You know what I haven't used except for once? My Makeup Forever Endless Cacao. Lovely. Okay, let's try this lip gloss over this. See how how much pigment it has. I don't honestly think it has that much pigment. So, see, it doesn't have that much pigment. I like these because they have that little dip inside the tip of the doe foot, and it holds like a reservoir, you know, and it's perfect because it holds that product. These big doe foots often don't hold that much product because they are so close to that like scraper, you know, so sometimes you gotta dip in a lot, but because this one has that reservoir, you don't. I think that's a lovely kind of brownie nude mixture for this lip color. Not mad at it. It's not like my go-to, but I'm gonna take a little brush and kind of, I like it. I like it. Ooh, ooh. And maybe a little bit dramatic for 11 a.m. but I like it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this was a chit chat. Get ready with me. I hope I keep the stuff in that I talked about. Let me know down below your thoughts if you like this kind of video, if you'd like to see more like this, or to hear more about my story. If it helps you at all, that'd be good, you know? If we can feel camaraderie together, that would be good. Yeah. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.